You get me.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Larry O. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to be talking about something really cool. We're going to be talking about drum processing, creation, effects on drums, altering and bouncing them out as an audio file, warping them, all the good stuff. So we're going to hop right into it. Not going to waste any more of your time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you get me. Now let's hop into it. Let's go. All right, so I'm gonna be starting on with a funky style drum pattern. I started with a tempo of 96. I have this cool, really awesome plugin called Candy made by UJam. Homies over at UJam sent this whole suite over. I got this one called Candy Dandy. To make these drums, I'm gonna be using this plugin. It's just got real nice, authentic sounding drums. There's loops, there's fills, there's endings, breakdowns, intros, you name it. And you can even use the individual samples by themselves to create your own patterns. But yeah, so let's get into creating. I got this preset right here. Nice. Yeah, so for the purposes of this video, I just want to create my own, and I might mix in some fills actually, which might be really dope. So let's go into the piano roll. They start at C3. Let's get that metronome on. Let's start creating. A lot of us aren't used to creating whole drum patterns in the piano roll, but in this case, I like it. Let's say if you want to get some different velocities on those hi-hats, it's a little FL trick, right? So if you wanted to alternate the velocities on this, but there's a kick and a snare on top of one another, what you can do is highlight just the hi-hats by holding the control key, and then you can alternate the velocities on just the hi-hats. So pretty cool little trick. Let's add a shaker. So what's cool about this plugin is that you can go into each individual sample and kind of fine tune it if you need to. So say if your kick drum needs to get tuned a little bit, you can do so. You can boost the volume. You can adjust the decay there. If it's like ringing out too much, kind of shorten it up. Way too much. I like the full tail on that one. Say if we need to pitch it up a couple, you can do so. I'm gonna leave it there. You can even filter. Awesome. And you can do that for each sound. So with that rim shot, I needed to turn the level down on that one. Perfect. I think I'm gonna create a nice drum fill. So that's a nice one. So let's do F sharp is the drum fill. So we can add that right at the end of that drum loop. Dope. And then we have some nice effects over here too. Can add some sweetness, some sugar. Well, that's kind of nice. Hey, let's go. So over here you can change the style of kit. Right now I have it on sugar. Over here you can change the style of mix. I like this stutter style mix. It sounds pretty good. It did something cool to the snare. And like I said, you can use these individual samples or you can use the preloaded drum loops. I kind of did a combination. I used one of the fills and I kind of made my own drum loop here. All right, so since all these drums are all in one plugin, in one piano roll, what you can do to mix them separately is copy and paste this plugin down and kind of strip each instrument out as you go. Or you could just, if you like the mix, if you've gotten a nice tight enough mix in here, which you can achieve, to put everything into its own mixer track isn't 100% necessary. If it sounds good, it sounds good. If you really want to put everything into its own mixer track, you can do so. You just have to copy the plugin down and then kind of delete every instrument as you go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to route it to track number 1, and I'm going to start processing these drums a little bit. So first I'm going to put an EQ. I kind of want a little boost in the low end. And these hi-hats sound a little bright, so I'm going to add some compression to kind of glue these drums together. For this case, I'm just going to use the stock Fruity limiter, but on the compressor setting. Let's pull this attack back so that way we're not killing any of the transients. Release around here. So something that's really cool, what I like to do in the mixer, right? We're going to arm it to record, hit Alt-R. So that's going to consolidate it into one audio track, right? So now we can use these drums any way we want. We can sample the drum loop that we made, which is awesome. You could throw a halftime plugin on it. Listen to the vibe that it gets. Another little tip and trick that I posted on my Instagram not too long ago was parallel compression. This is another way that we can blend these drums that we just recorded into an audio form. We can take those, compress like the life out of them, right? And blend them with the original signal that we have. So I'm going to take the original drum pattern and I'm going to put it on top of the one that we consolidated to audio. So right now they're running into two different tracks, right? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to parallel process. So in this one, we're just going to call this one the parallel, and this is the main drum pattern. We're going to put a compressor on this one, on the audio drums, right? The ones that we bounce to audio, and we're going to compress the crap out of them. Listen to just the parallel one. You can hear how much it's going to be compressed. Like way too much, right? So you can hear the halftime, you can hear the EQ that we did, and you can hear that harsh compression. Another plugin that I want to bring up is by the same company, UJam, and it's called the Finisher Flux. This plugin is crazy. So I'm just going to solo out that parallel channel, right? And go through some of these presets. I'm really just going to mess around with some presets and then maybe do some tweaking over here. So let's go to the rhythmic option, see what we got. So what I'm going to do, this plugin right now, again, just so we're on the same page, is on the parallel channel. So we're going to blend it with the original signal to get a nice vibe and original and organic feel on those drums. So now in the mixer, now you can see, I'm going to start with this channel all the way down. And now I'm going to bring up this level until it sounds good. If you want to learn more about the UJam plugin suite, you can hit the link down in my description below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you get me.